another video. You have here Shardae from elliexl Lifestyle. Yes, I am solo dolo today. As you can see, I am sitting in my living room. And we're going to get this video started. But before we do anything, I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Please make sure you turn that little bell notification on, that ding-a-ling-a-ling. Please turn that on so you can get updates on our videos, because it's very, 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 very important to keep up with us, period. All right, so now we get into the video for real. So as you know, we made it to May. It is May. I'm so happy. Happy, but it's like we can't still do anything because we're still quarantined. But it's okay. We made it. It's May, 5th month. The year's going by fast. Crazy, 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 crazy. But May is here. And if you didn't know, May is Lupus Awareness Month, which is exciting for me because I do have lupus. So I'm excited to share things about lupus and just give you an overall history and education on lupus during this Lupus Awareness Month. So very, 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 very excited about that. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I'm gonna go over what exactly lupus is, and then I'm gonna go over the details on the different types of lupus, and so you can understand where I'm coming from with the illness. So it says lupus is a chronic long-term disease that can cause inflammation and pain in any part of your body, and it's an autoimmune disease, which means that your immune system, the body system that usually fights infections, attacks healthy tissues instead. So lupus mostly commonly affects your skin, joints, internal organs like your kidneys and heart. And it says because lupus affects many parts of your body, it can cause a lot of different symptoms. All right, so I know that's a lot right there, right? So when it says that, it is meaning as in your body attacks itself. So we take medication to prevent the body from attacking ourselves, making us sick and things of that nature, or the different things that it listed that what it does affects on with lupus. So with that being said, just a little general information on lupus. Women and guys can get lupus, but it's most commonly in women, and their development, it says, is usually in the ages between 15 to, it says 45, but 15 ranging up of people getting diagnosed with lupus. But you have cases where you get lupus at a younger age. It's very rare to find younger or kids getting lupus at a younger age. I was diagnosed at 7. I'm not sure if that's the youngest diagnosis out there, but I know within regards to my area, or where not my area, but where I was diagnosed in Virginia, they said that was the youngest they ever seen somebody get diagnosed with lupus. So yes, it's more likely in women. A common, I was gonna say a common side effect. I don't know if it's really considered a side effect, but a common thing with lupus you will see, or if you hear about lupus, they like to talk about the butterfly rash. That's one of the biggest things that you'll see in most people with lupus, is having a rash. And they call it a butterfly rash because of where it's formed on your face. It looks like a butterfly. And then that's why the butterfly represents lupus. Put two together. So the butterfly rash is usually on your cheeks, on your nose. So if you look at your face and you do that, it forms a butterfly. If you use your eyes because sometimes it could darken your eyes too. Like I have, my eyes are like darker. I can't describe, like my skin on my eyes like darker than the rest of my face. But I have makeup on right now, as you see, so you can't see it now. But yes, that creates a butterfly look on your face, so that's why they call it a butterfly rash. So you have lupus that can, like you said, affect your internal organs, or the in outer, I say outer as in like your skin, your hair, and things of that nature. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the different types of lupus that's out there. There's actually technically 4 different types of lupus, different type of lupus, and I know on my end I have 2 of the 4, but I'm going to go over all of them. And where I'm getting this information from, before I go over that information, is going to be, you could go to Google, you can look up lupus.org or Lupus Foundation of America. It's going to take you to the same exact webpage, and this actually gives you information about lupus. It breaks it down on what kind of symptoms you can look for if you're ever curious or you think somebody might have it, from what I explain on my end. As well as they have an area where you can donate to the foundation, because we're definitely always looking for a cure for this. It's one of those mystery illnesses that doctors don't know of why or where it comes from, and we just don't really have answers for it. So it's a mystery illness that's very chronic. And yes, so if you always want to donate, you can do that on this website. So that will be in our description box below. We'll definitely make sure we have the website there for you. But now I'm going to go ahead and I want to go over the different types of lupus, so you get some education on that. So the first type of lupus I'm going to go over is called systemic lupus, aka SLE. You'll see that, but it's a systemic lupus. With that one, it says systemic lupus is the most common form of lupus, and it's what most people mean. They refer to lupus, a systemic lupus could be mild or severe. So actually, I'm gonna click that. Let me see if it gives me more details. Okay, so with this one, it says with systemic lupus, it's inflammation of the kidneys called lupus nephritis. Can affect the body's ability to filter waste from the blood, and can be so damaging that dialysis or kidney transplants may be needed. Inflammation of the nervous system and brain can cause memory problems, confusion, headaches, and strokes. And an inflammation in the brain's blood vessels can cause high fevers, seizures, and behavioral changes. And hardening of the arteries or coronary artery disease, the buildup of deposits on the coronary artery walls, can lead to a heart attack. Yeah, that's a lot. I know that's a lot of information. So I'm going to give a breakdown this one a little bit of all the information I just read. So this one, the systemic lupus, is one of them, the one I have. So they mentioned kidney problems. Yes, we deal with kidney problems with having systemic lupus. And as it's saying, anytime you have kidney problems, it's just saying that your kidneys is not filtering out that waste in your blood cells. So you might hear, or if you go to a doctor's appointment, they say, oh, you got high protein in your urine. That is just meaning that the kidneys does not function correctly. It is not filtering out that waste like it should be. You're not wanting that. So that's one of the problems that we can get into with having lupus. If that happens, yes, if it's really bad, you are going to need a kidney transplant. But if it's like I guess like mild bad, you could do dialysis. They're probably more likely to go do that route first before doing the transplant, because nobody really wants to go under surgery if they don't have to. Doctors don't want to do that if they really don't have to. So of course, like it says, it does cause like memory problems. And I always joke about this with myself because I say I have short-term memory loss, but like no lie, I do forget things. and it's more likely because of lupus, and it's not on purpose. And I don't do it on purpose, I promise. But my memory is horrible. I will forget, and I have to write things down or put them somewhere for me to remember. Yeah, it just comes with it. I'm used to it. Headaches, boy, yes, true statement. I probably have a headache every day. I probably take headache medicine every day. I have to get on with my day because it's a struggle. So that's another annoying cause of what you can get. But yeah, we're gonna go to the next one. So the next one is called cutaneous lupus. Okay. So for people who are knowledge with lupus, they might know the cutaneous lupus known as discoid lupus. So they can either go by either name. I know when I was diagnosed, it was called discoid lupus, but it looks like they changed the name to cutaneous lupus. With the cutaneous lupus, I'm gonna go ahead and go over the definition, and then I'm gonna go over a little bit about that. It says this form of lupus is limited to the skin. Although cutaneous lupus can cause many types of rashes and lesions, actually sores, the most common called, oh, here we go. This says the most common called discoid rash is raised, scaly, and red, but not itchy. Areas of the rash appears like disc or circles. Okay. So I guess the discoid, just reading that, I didn't know. But I guess the discoid is the type of, it seems like a type of rash that happens. So, okay, cool. It says another common example of cutaneous lupus is a rash over the cheeks and across the bridge of the nose, known as the butterfly rash, as I stated earlier. Other rashes are sores that may appear on the face, neck, scalp, areas of the skin that are exposed to sunlight, or in the mouth, nose, or I don't know if I can say this word, so I'm gonna say our private areas. Hair loss, changes in pigment or color of the skin are also symptoms of cutaneous lupus. It says approximately 10% of people who have cutaneous lupus will develop systemic lupus. However, it is likely that these people already have systemic lupus with the skin rash as their main symptom. Okay, so if you haven't guessed it yet, this is the second type of lupus I have as well. So with this, yes, it does affect the skin, the hair, your nails. Yes, all of that. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was diagnosed with lupus and going through the cutaneous lupus, I never took it as in being very serious. I'm thinking, okay, I can't be out in the sun, put sunscreen on, make sure you wear hats, wear long sleeve shirts, things of that nature, you should be fine, right? Okay, my hair falls out here and there, no biggie. But growing up and having lupus and going through those things, the cutaneous is a very, 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 very serious part of lupus. I didn't know of how sensitive our bodies can be to the sun and the heat until I experienced getting 3rd-degree burns from the heat. From a cloudy day, but only because it was just hot outside and I did not apply the sunscreen like I was supposed to every hour. Yeah. So it could be a very serious thing. I have dealt with hair loss so many times, and I lose hair on my scalp. I lose hair on my eyebrows. Yes, my eyebrow hairs come out too. It's so weird when you like see it, or if I'm like doing my makeup, I'm brushing my eyebrows, I could just see the hair come out, or I could be in the shower, I just be like, okay, I'm gonna wash my hair today. And I wash my hair and I just see the hair in my hand. And I just know that, oh, I must be having some type of flare up because my hair is coming out. And when it does that, and if it comes out too much, I just cut it and I keep it moving. Thank the Lord that they do make wigs these days, because baby, okay, it's not a big bother. But of course, at a younger age, you probably would think like, oh, why is my hair coming out? Oh, who wants to wear a wig at 7 years old, right? So we have that. And yes, you do get sores everywhere, which are very annoying because you're just like, okay, you never think that it can be painful to take a shower until you have sores all over your body and you can't take a hot shower like you want to. You have to take a lukewarm or a cold shower just to get through a shower, and you got to take a shower because you got to keep clean. So you deal with those type of things, and having sores everywhere are not fun. But we're gonna go ahead to the next one. So the next two, I am not familiar with them, but I've heard of them before. So let's go into them. We have the drug-induced lupus. So it says drug-induced lupus is a lupus disease caused by certain prescription drugs. The symptoms of drug-induced lupus are similar to those of systemic lupus, but it rarely affects major organs. The drugs most commonly connected with drug-induced lupus include, all right, I'm going to try to say these names as best as possible, because if you know, sometimes prescription names is like, what in the world do they come up with these names? So, I believe this says hydrazlin. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It says treatment for high blood pressure or hypertension. The next one says procalcitonin, I believe. It says treatment for irregular heart rhythms. And the last one, it says isoniazid, I think. It says treatment for tuberculosis. Yes, if I'm saying any of this incorrectly, I do apologize. But it says drug-induced lupus is most common in men because they take these drugs more often. However, not everyone who takes these drugs will develop drug-induced lupus. Lupus-like symptoms usually disappear within 6 months after these medications are stopped. Okay, so the last one that we have is neonatal lupus. Is not a true form of lupus. It's a rare condition that affects infants of women who have lupus and is caused by antibodies from the mother acting upon the infant in the womb. At birth, the infant may have skin rash, liver problems, or low blood cell count, but these symptoms disappear completely after several months with no lasting effects. Some infants with neonatal lupus can also have a serious heart defect. With proper testing, physicians can now identify most at-risk mothers. Infants can be treated at or birth before. Most infants of mothers with lupus are entirely healthy. So, those are the 4 different types of lupus. Like I said, all this information that I did go over is going to be on that website. The Lupus Foundation of American website, which will have everything in our description box for you to check it out to get the information and see different symptoms that you can look for. But like I said, with symptoms, the most common one that you're always going to see is probably some type of skin rash, more likely the butterfly rash on somebody's face. And if you do see that, they probably more likely do have lupus. And you'll see the other symptoms of tiredness or headaches all the time or drowsy, like things like that. That's definitely a sign of lupus. So as you see us through a series of different things about lupus that you're going to learn from us, from myself, from my family, from my friends, just so you can get a better understanding of what lupus is, and from there be able to know what lupus is. Like that's my goal, just for you to know what lupus is. And I want to get that education out because I do come around to people not knowing what lupus is, and it's it saddens me because I've lived with it for so long, and it just amazes me that a lot of people really don't know what that illness is, or they're not educated about it. And I'm just like, wow, that's sad. Like, we really need to do better to bring that education out to the world. So that is my goal with doing this series for May. And of course, watching us throughout the years and months, you'll see little things that I go through with having lupus. But anyway, with that, I'm very, 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 very excited about this month with Lupus Awareness Month. I do know on May 10th, aka is Mother's Day, so that's exciting for all the mothers out there. But May 10th is Lupus Awareness Day. And for lupus, our color to represent lupus is purple. And so if you at any chance or any time wear some purple, or you know, wear purple to represent lupus, or somebody you know with lupus, and you take a picture, I would be so excited if you tag me with that picture on my Instagram. I always love to spread lupus awareness on any type of social media I have. So when I see people wearing their purple, or they hold their lupus sign, which this is our sign that we hold up, the L, to represent lupus in a picture, or they wear their purple shirts, or purple eyeshadow, purple lipstick, or purple wigs to represent lupus. If you take a picture and you end up, if you end up wearing purple and you take a picture, please tag me in my Instagram, which my Instagram is in our description box below. You can tag myself or Lauren. And because I really want to think this year, I really want to look into doing like some type of slideshow with lupus, so I could post that and get that out there with people representing, you know, whoever you wear the purple for, or you just want to wear it to represent lupus, you could put that description or whatever. That would be great. But yes, we do, the purple represents lupus, as well as the butterfly represents lupus, and more likely a lot of people do the purple butterfly, and of course the purple ribbon. So those are our symbols. If you see those, and I know the purple ribbon can represent other illnesses out there too. I have seen the purple ribbon for other things, but I know with lupus we do have the purple ribbon for ourselves as well. But if you ever see the purple ribbon with us, a lot of people associate it with a butterfly, so they use the purple ribbon as the body, and then have butterfly wings attached to it to represent lupus. So yes, we have that. So I just hope you watching our series this month, you, at the end of the series, you actually do get educated on lupus, and you know a little bit more and know what it is. And that's just my goal, just to get the education out there to people who might not know what it is, and to familiar themselves with lupus. So I'm excited about that. And if I can help anybody with, or help anybody to understand it more, or anybody who might be going through it if they're new to having lupus, because I know being new to having lupus, it can be a little scary, because you're thinking like, wow, like I got to go through all of this. Like, why? Is there anybody else going through it? Yes, there's a community out there. We are out there. So if you're needing answers, or you just want to talk to somebody who might be experiencing lupus, please, you're welcome to always hit me up at any time on the YouTube or Instagram or anywhere. Even people who might know somebody with lupus. My best friend Lauren, this is our page, she deals with it on her end, just being my friend. And we've been friends for a long time, so she's seen the ugly of it as well. You can get advice from her, because she can tell you how she handles dealing or knowing someone with lupus as well. So we are here to educate. We're here to talk and be there for y'all. Or I'm definitely here to be here for anybody who's dealing with lupus as well. I would love to meet other people with lupus as well too. I don't know. I honestly know one person my age that has lupus. Everybody else I probably know is older. And I say older as in like in their 40s and 50s. You know, they're up there. Like my grandma has it. She's 60 something. So yes, it's great to talk to her, because we go through the same thing. But it's like, I'm 26. I want to talk to another 26-year-old or 25-year-old or 30-year-old who might have it like somewhere around my age range. So I'm always excited to meeting people who might be going to do the same thing because we can relate with each other. But with that being said, that is going to end the video today. So I hope you are excited about learning about lupus and getting ready to celebrate Lupus Awareness Month. We made it to May. We made it to May, y'all. It's so exciting. So blessed. 5th month, almost half the year. Crazy, 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 crazy. And yeah, with that being said, I do want to mention again, please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Please, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them in upcoming videos that we're going to do. Yes, just watch out. It's going to be some great things moving forward. And I think that's all I have. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope y'all have a good day. And peace out.